After 3 seasons of brutal competition and devastating social commentary, Netflix's Squid Game has finally reached its conclusion. What began as creator Hwang Dong-hyuk's vision for a single film evolved into a global phenomenon that captivated nearly 600 million viewers. The final season delivers a powerful, if tragic, ending that stays true to the series' core themes, while offering a glimmer of hope for humanity's future.
The series concludes with protagonist Seong Gi-hun, Lee Jung-jae, making the ultimate moral choice. In the final game of Towers, he finds himself alone with newborn player 222 and the ruthless Myung-gi. After Myung-gi falls to his death during their struggle, Gi-hun faces an impossible decision: kill the innocent baby to claim victory, or sacrifice himself to ensure the child's survival. In a moment that defines the entire series, Gi-hun chooses humanity over self-preservation. Holding the baby before the unseen VIPs, he delivers his final message: "We are not horses. We are humans." This declaration serves as both a rejection of the dehumanizing games and an affirmation of human dignity. His sacrifice shakes the frontman, who has spent 2 seasons trying to convince Gi-hun that humanity isn't worth saving.
One of Season 3's most significant developments is the revelation of the frontman's identity to Gi-hun. Hang In-ho, previously known as Player 001, finally removes his mask and reveals himself as the architect of Gi-hun's torment. This confrontation exposes In-ho's psychological manipulation. He won his own game by killing sleeping contestants, and he desperately wants Gi-hun to make the same choice to validate his own moral corruption. The frontman's journey becomes even more complex in the aftermath. His decision to personally deliver Gi-hun's winnings to his estranged daughter in Los Angeles suggests that Gi-hun's sacrifice may have planted seeds of change. The fact that he didn't simply send the money but traveled across the world to deliver it personally indicates a possible transformation in his character. Despite its tragic core, the ending offers multiple threads of hope. Noel's story arc exemplifies redemption and the possibility of new beginnings. The pink-suited guard, who initially seemed complicit in the system, ultimately plays a crucial role in its downfall by helping player 246 escape, which leads to the Coast Guard's discovery of the island. Her decision to live after witnessing Gi-hun's sacrifice and her subsequent journey to potentially reunite with her daughter mirrors the series' theme of choosing hope over despair. The reunion of Se-byok's family members provides another touching moment of resolution. Though Se-byok died in Season 1, her sacrifice wasn't in vain. Her brother Chell is finally reunited with her mother, fulfilling part of her original motivation for entering the games. Player 222's victory as a newborn baby represents the series' most powerful symbol of innocence and potential. The child's placement with Junho, the determined detective who spent the series searching for his brother, suggests a chance for a different kind of future. This placement also demonstrates In-ho's complex character. Despite his role as the frontman, he ensures the baby will have a loving home. Junho's confrontation with his brother in the final episodes provides emotional weight without the satisfaction of complete resolution. His inability to shoot In-ho while he holds the baby speaks to the complicated nature of family bonds and moral choices that define the series. The series' final scene cleverly sets up potential future content while maintaining narrative integrity. The frontman's encounter with Cate Blanchett's American recruiter suggests that the game's influence extends far beyond Korea. This glimpse into the global nature of the competition hints at the systemic problems the series has always addressed. Capitalism's dehumanizing effects aren't limited to one country or culture. Squid Game Season 3 doesn't offer a traditionally happy ending because, as the series consistently argues, the systems that create these desperate situations remain intact. However, Hwang provides something more valuable: meaning. The final episode's title, Humans Are, leaves the statement open-ended, inviting viewers to complete it themselves while demonstrating through Gi-hun's actions that humans are capable of tremendous cruelty and extraordinary compassion. The series concludes with the understanding that while individual acts of kindness and sacrifice cannot dismantle oppressive systems overnight, they matter deeply. Gi-hun's choice to protect the most vulnerable, Noel's decision to live and seek reunion with her daughter, and even In-ho's small acts of care for others all represent victories for human dignity in an inhumane world. In
The brilliance of the season's conclusion lies in how it demonstrates the ripple effect of moral choices across interconnected lives. Gi-hun's initial decision to return to the game wasn't just about ending the competition, it was about proving that people could choose differently when faced with impossible circumstances. His death becomes a catalyst for change in others, particularly affecting the frontman's worldview and Noel's decision to embrace life rather than despair. The series also explores how trauma and survival create complex moral landscapes. Characters like Myung-gi, who becomes increasingly ruthless throughout the season, represent how desperate circumstances can corrupt even well-intentioned people. His transformation from a protective partner to a cold-blooded killer illustrates the game's insidious power to strip away humanity. Yet, even in his final moments, the suggestion remains that different choices were always possible. Perhaps the most profound aspect of the ending is how it addresses generational trauma and hope. The baby's victory represents more than just an ironic twist. It symbolizes pure potential, untainted by the corruption and desperation that drove adults into the game. By ensuring the child's placement with Junho, the series suggests that breaking cycles of violence and desperation requires protecting and nurturing the most innocent among us. The contrast between Gi-hun's relationship with his own daughter and his protection of player 222 highlights personal growth and redemption. Where he failed as a father due to his gambling addiction and self-destruction, he succeeds as a protector by choosing sacrifice over survival. This transformation suggests that people can transcend their past failures through moral courage. The global expansion hinted at in the final scene reflects the series' broader commentary on worldwide inequality and systemic exploitation. The presence of an American recruiter suggests that the game's underlying causes, economic desperation, social inequality, and the commodification of human life, are not uniquely Korean problems, but global crises requiring universal solutions. In refusing to provide easy answers or comfortable resolutions, Squid Game Season 3 honors the complexity of its themes while affirming that choosing humanity, even in the face of impossible odds, is always the right choice.